Okay. Well, let's see if Natsuki will give me a poem.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just doesn't invoke any emotions.
So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
No, this is pretty much the same thing. Yep. People can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't have your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Well, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Kinda surprised nothing weird happened. Maybe it was another eye thing and I just went past it really fast. After this, I'm definitely gonna have to see people that went to do a Natsuki route. As Yuri reads the poem, I've noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that?
Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in this club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Okay, I think this is the same exact one.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking this at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very well. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zavoria.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Zavoria.
Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. This is a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Oh geez. Time to lean back. Away from the screen. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their expressive poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I'm like... I'm so nervous. The music's normal now. Did it just have that one little mishap?
I guess you could say...
I'm like trying to listen for the mess ups in the audio again. Okay.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Zavoria did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I hadn't yet. And Zavoria liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh yeah? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Zavoria appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zavoria started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own securities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch!
Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove something, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing about you is cute is how hard you try.
Well, be careful, or you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Don't accuse me. Did you accuse me of cutting myself?
What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Sephoria hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there.
Sephoria, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
How did I get dragged into...
Yuri? Natsuki? Yuri? Natsuki? Hi, Monica.
Hey, Sephoria. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. We really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did.
Sephoria, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today.
That kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sephoria. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I do...
Okay. So that happened. Oh. My save slots are gone. Okay. Well, it looks like I can't spread them between, so I guess I gotta please the Yuri. Massacre. Imagination. Strort. Those all seemed like Natsuki things. Disoriented, unending, tenacious, disaster, disown, spinning, infallible, nightgown. Wait, you liked nightgown? Climax, heaven sent, starscape, melancholy, that, pain. I'm scared. There's a new notepad file. Oh boy. Okay, what does this one say? I'm actually surprised it isn't replacing the previous notepad files, but I'm gonna... Okay, it has a lot of I's in it. It says, I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is it so hard? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I have a stuffed animal for this situation. I'm going to hug it. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Sephoria.
Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I can tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Sephoria, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and... sorry, what was I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. She's in the character folder, right? Okay, good.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you say something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
Ah! A Steam notification popped up at the same time. I thought she was taking over my computer already. Mibble sailcloth blind light lifeline anon receptibly faultlessly offered sclamacionide.
I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Oh, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it.
Still, it must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed.
Well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so?
In that case, I won't let you down, Zephoria. Monica smiles sweetly. I am really, like, being defended by a stuffed animal right now. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I can share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything about the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki was already run off into the closet.
Zephoria. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls out a copy of her book out of her bag. Oh, good, the picture's back.